Today we'll create a sinusoidal load using a formula field. To demonstrate this, we'll create first a beam. We'll give it dimensions of 5, 1 1/10 of an inch. Next we'll assign a material to the geometry. Now we'll create our simulation files. We'll create a multi-step nonlinear solution. We'll take the defaults and create a nonlinear static subcase with an end time of 4 seconds with 50 increments. Next we'll put a mesh on our geometry. Now I'm going to create some expressions which will describe our sinusoidal load. First we'll create an expression that will be our magnitude. Here I want to set that to 10 pounds. So here I need to select the correct dimensionality of force. Here we've got pounds. And then we'll also create another expression that will be our period, and this we'll set to 4 seconds. So here the dimensionality we'll go for is time and seconds. Alright, next we'll create a constraint on one end of the beam. And then we'll put our load on the other side. This will be our sinusoidal load. Here we'll create that in the Z direction. We'll select the face and then we'll create a new formula field. Here the independent variable will be time. And then we'll type in our formula, which will be our magnitude multiplied times the sine of time, which is a canned variable, times 360 degrees divided by our period. Let's close our parenthesis and check to make sure our formula is good. If it accepts it, then we've got it right. Alright, and then we can also plot our formula field from 0 to 4 seconds using 50 increments and see if we have described our sinusoidal load correctly. Here you can see our magnitude is 10 and our period is 4 seconds. Alright, we're ready to solve. Here I'll pause the video, but we can watch the convergence cumulative iteration history, which shows good convergence up to 4 seconds, and it takes about a minute to run. Next we'll take a look at our stress results, and we'll look at the XX component. And here we can create a graph across time, across our iterations, which are time. And we'll select a point on the top of the beam, and you can see our stress as a function of time. And if we want, we could also select a point on the other side of the beam to plot across time as well. And that is how to create a sinusoidal load with a formula field.